We have all come tonight to celebrate the life of Gearld Lawson.
Does anybody know who Jerry Lawson is?
And Jerry was a very amazing guy. He was like 17 years old, and me, I was 20 and a half. And I realized I found another individual, 17-year-old young person, who was interested in electronics.
It has been both a privilege and a pleasure to have known you, to acknowledge you and your genius. Oh, that's so sweet. Karen was my first best friend, and we've been friends ever since we were 4 years old, and that was like about 38 years ago. I'm not trying to tell on myself, but, as I watched the PowerPoint presentation, the video, tears fell from my eye, and it wasn't just Salty the dog, but looking at them showing all the electronical equipment and all the satellites on top of the TV, and I was like, yeah, what kind of cell phone reception can we get here? But it's like, wait, cell phones aren't invented yet. This is 1979, might I remind you. But I'm like, what is this, Bill Gates' garage? I'm like, what kind of genius is this? But it was nice to have witnessed genius, even though I didn't quite know what was going on, but, being a kid in the neighborhood and spending the summers over there and visiting, it's like, wow, tears fell to my eyes when I saw the console. I'm like, I remember playing on that. I remember playing on the premise to the Pac-Man game, and he's genius. I remember traveling to Texas with my family, reading Black Enterprise. Mr. Lawson's on the cover. Oh my God, Mom, Dad, look, stop the car. He's on the cover.
Met Jerry at Fairchild several years ago, and just want to say that Jerry, without a doubt, was the sharpest engineer I ever met in my life. He had great stories to tell. I think one of the last conversations I had with Jerry was a few months ago. It was kind of interesting. There was an English magazine by the name of T3, and in this article, they gave Robert Noyce of Intel credit for Channel F. I called up Jerry and told him about it, and then surprisingly, when I went on the internet, I found there were several other internet sites that said the same thing. So it was kind of disappointing that somebody that had the accomplishments that Jerry did was not getting the credit that he deserved.
This is Rob Miles with the Anime Superstar Express. We are here at the beautiful Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, California. I'm here looking at somebody who has influenced me as a young child to get into this industry. I work in the games industry with Mr. Jerry Lawson. My father was a big avionics guy, so he kind of knew how planes worked. The controller was very much like a plane pilot stick with the thumb controls. It was a cartridge-driven game, so he got into it based on the technology. I got into it based on it being a game, and now I'm finally going to be able to meet this man again for the second time in my life. First time I was a very young man, now I'm a very old man, and I'm going to go ahead and say hello to Mr. Lawson. I'm very excited about this. I've been looking forward to it for a very long time, and I want to now take the time to appreciate what he's done for us and what he's done for me to help me get here. So you guys got to pay attention to this. My name is Robert Brown.
How are you?
Not too bad. My father met you a long time ago. He was an avionics guy when you broke the cartridge up and he had talked to you. And I met you when I was a little boy.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to say thank you because I now work in the video game industry.
Oh, okay.
And I've been working in the video game industry for almost 18 years now.
Oh, good.
But anytime that anybody had challenged me about being in this industry because of where I come from, I could always point to the fact that I always knew that you had been there first and that you were the one that actually gave me my inspiration to be here. So I wanted to come here today and say thank you so much for everything. Because without you, I don't know if I'd have been here or not.
Well, the way I felt about it, I'm glad to see you that this went behind me because I said that door opened up And I kept looking behind me and with nobody there. Right? And I wanted to see somebody black. All right?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I was when I got into the industry. I was the only one here. People would say, hey, why are you here? I'm like, hey, there was another person here before me. I know who he was. Y'all might not know because y'all don't know your history.
Well, my own son tells me that he tells people at work, he lives in Atlanta, and he tells, oh, my dad was the guy that started on it. And say, he did not. And he said, he did, but I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's where we walk away from it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
And so I'm very, very proud, though, to say thank you. And I wish you well. And like I said, this has been a big privilege, a big honor for me. So thank you so much.
Same here. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Right.